Hello, and welcome to Shane's Microscope. I'm Shane, and this is my microscope. Let's take a peek. Today's sample comes from this road gutter. I think this is a house sump, and as you can see, there's a lot of stuff growing in that water, so I wanted to investigate it. I had a little bit of difficulty getting that little bit off of my forceps, but I got it there. Made sure there was plenty of water on the slide before I dropped the cover slip on. Let's check that thing out. Now under the microscope, we can see we've got some little filaments. And a lot of little filaments. So these are filamentous algae. We've seen other types of non-filamentous algae, but a lot of the large macroscopically visible algae are composed of filaments. And I think I see some movement there. Let's check that little guy out. Alright, this looks like a ciliate. Very active. And up close, even though it's going all over the place, we can see that this is of the family Chilodonellidae, from the Greek chylos for lip and odon, tooth. And I think that name comes from its feeding apparatus, which is called a cyrtos, which comes from the Greek kyrtos for convex. And it looks like kind of a toothed basket, which is probably, where its name comes from. And look at that. It looks like some of these filaments are moving of their own accord. And there's some diatoms on there. Alright, we've got a ton of stuff going on here. The big yellow stuff, those are actually a type of diatom. Those are Melocera varians. That's a genus and species identification. The genus name comes from the Greek Malea for melon and cera, chain. I can definitely see how that looks a bit like a chain of melons. And the species varians probably comes from the Latin varius, which means various or varied. And there's another diatom. Diatoms are of the class Basilariophysce. That comes from the Latin basilis for little staff, and the Greek phycos for seaweed. Now these moving filaments are of the phylum Cyanobacteria, which are the blue-green algae, and their name comes from the Greek kyanos for dark blue, same root as cyan, and bacteria, meaning rod. Look at that thing move. There's another strand of the Melocera varians. And we can see near it, those green strands with the distinct chloroplasts in them are of the class Xanthophyceae. Those are the yellow-green algae. That comes from the Greek xanthos, yellow, and phycos for seaweed. Well, I thought that was an interesting exploration into an unknown environment. haven't looked at any filamentous algae before, and I've been hoping to see diatoms this whole time, but I haven't seen any until now, so exciting discovery. Alright, well, I think we'll leave it there for the day. Thanks for having a look with me. Until next time, keep on peeking.